Well, I don't really know what to do today. To be honest, I'm just tired because I've been spending too much time watching Netflix and all that fun stuff. So one of the things that I like to do over the course of every couple of months is to basically update my LinkedIn profile and CV with everything that I've done up until that point. So when I first started my new role, I had updated my CV and all those things, and now it's time to go back and update it all over again so that I can keep at the forefront of everyone's mind and kind of like as this ever-growing document what I'm up. I use a Word doc because it makes my life a lot easier. And I also use, for a really fancy CV, I use something called Cake Resume. I think Cake Resume is really cool because ultimately it gives you this really nice, easy format where you can see everything, not fun, but in a slick kind of way. My CV has gone through many iterations over the years. Like it's not something that it stays similar in any facet. It's constantly changing, updating depending on the environment, depending on the culture, depending on the job that I'm applying to. And then you've got various CVs for various jobs because ultimately you got to tailor it towards the role. It's a fun thing to do once in a while. You kind of got to sit down and really think about what is it that you want, what is it that what value have you added over the course or in the course of your last role, and how can you continue to make it seem or make it look like you add value on a piece of paper, because it's very, very difficult to translate that over to just words and then try and have an emotional attachment or with the person that's reading it. Ultimately, you're telling a story about yourself. You've got to be able to do that in a coherent manner. Fun times, hey? Fun times. So hopefully you're seeing the screen. I say hopefully. This is Cake Resume, and I like it because it's slick, it's simple, it's easy, and like I said, it just makes my life easier when I'm thinking about it. So Viraj believes bleeding edge technologies such as blockchain, DeFi, NFTs, DAOs, metaverse with digital industries. A native of English for the Spanish for passion for Spanish, who manages a boutique consulting firm. His purpose is straightforward: to produce results for his clients or business partners, through understanding, guiding, delivering end-to-end products in the blockchain space, exemplified through cryptos, NFTs, DeFi, DAOs, and metaverse. That is me. And then there's more that I've written over the years, and then it's kind of like agency. Might not have mentioned that I co-founded a production company called 1 Minute Snook, which is a content powerhouse that produces digital content and live comedy shows. Hopefully we'll be taking you on a little event one day. That's our YouTube channel. Previously worked for some other roles. Founding member at a company or an app that I tried to start. Founding member at Tomato Tantrum. Did some other work, and then these are some of my other jobs. And then I like to talk about the projects that I undertake because I think it's important to show not just the roles that you've done, but also what you're doing outside of work, and also some of the other things like gamification. I haven't looked at gamification for a while, to be honest with you. It's such an important part of our lives, especially in websites, anything that we're doing, to be honest with you. And I went down this really deep dive of what gamification is, why gamification is important. Just haven't done that for a while. I feel like I've been just existing for a bit. And then there's just standard skills and languages. That's all it is really. Now I've got to dive into it. So you're going to leave this with me, and I'm going to see you in a bit to talk about something else probably. I'm what you call a webmaster in my current role. Although I do all of the other crypto, Web3 stuff as well. And what a webmaster does is they actively look after the content that is sitting on sites, as well as optimizing the site so it performs best, making sure it looks good, with all of the requirements that the client has in terms of copy, assets, engaging experiences and things like that. So I do a variety of things in my webmaster role. I've got to be able to take that and formulate it into a paragraph or a short number of sentences to show that ultimately I am adding value, or I have added value to a business or organization. To do that, what I usually do is, one of the little tricks I like to do is I like to go onto LinkedIn and I look at what other webmasters are doing, and how they express themselves, or what job descriptions are for webmasters, so that I can see the requirements of what a webmaster has, and then I turn that into my own words and ultimately formulate my experience around it. That's what I'm doing at the moment. And I go on LinkedIn and I'll go and search for webmaster roles and find a good enough prose that I can then take and remix. Tricks of the trade. Dear God, it's like you've got to sell yourself on a piece of paper, which is why I like the content, because it comes out, or I like documenting because it comes out a lot more easily, and I'm able to showcase more in a creative way rather than just in a 2D flat piece of paper, which ultimately sucks a bit. And then you got to format it, and formatting's difficult, man. Formatting's not fun. Okay, so we have these standing tables at home. Don't ask me why. We ended up buying them when we were when we were in the pandemic and stuff for work, right? So I've got this one in my office and it's kind of sat there because very big table doesn't come out of the office. But my dad's got one. Dad's away at the moment and he's got this like nice kind of smallish one that you can maneuver around the house. So we're lucky enough to have these back doors that open up onto the garden. And I was like, oh, I'm sitting here, getting a bit hot, I'm constantly sitting down. These chairs, well, they are great. They are constantly just sliding around everywhere. And I was like, oh, I wish I had a better idea. I could sit on the table, sure. But I thought, you know what, let me do one better. Let me take his table and let me put it outside. I now have a standing desk outside that I can look out onto the garden with. How cool is that? That's freaking awesome. So if I stand here, or if I put this here, you can now see me. Hold on, you'll be able to see me there. How flippin' cool is that? Oh, I'm gassed, I'm so happy. The sun's there, I can twist the table around to where the sun is. Bob's your uncle, mate. Right. We're gonna put everything down and then I'm gonna go back there and do some more work. Best things my pops did was he put power inside of the table. So there's like these wires that are underneath. So the whole table is essentially powered by one wire. Just one. So I can put my laptop here. I can put, oh, where's the cable? HDMI cable's here. Plug this bad boy in. And I literally have an outside desk setup. I don't know why I didn't think of this beforehand. This is freaking, I don't know why I didn't think of this beforehand. This is amazing. Life has changed! And then if I want, I could move it underneath the gazebo. Life is good! This is so cool, man. It's so freaking cool. The only catch is if it rains. So this is really more of a summer vibe thing. But yeah, I'm really liking this a lot right now. I don't know what to say. It's actually awesome. I genuinely, I think I've lost the plot. This is amazing. I could legit, I could put this on the chair, and then I could film. This is so cool. This is so freaking cool. Oh, like look, just look for a moment. I'm having a moment. Like outdoor. Fully sponsor me. This is amazing. Yeah. I don't have the new. I've been thinking about screens and stuff and why some of them are really great and others are not, and like having like a clean desk setup and things like that. I would take moving a table around in a house now more, and having everything kind of modular over anything else. Because this like being able to do this in the summer, it was previously here. Being able to do this in the summer, I think, is the most amazing thing in the world. Outside, vibing. I've got a nice background here. I can put some lights up as well. We've got the hue lights. It's like, you're good to go. There's not much more to ask for, to be honest with you.